Hey everybody, this is Alan Fine, and I'm here at R.F. Sayek, who is the general manager of the Grand Hotel Cancun by Kempinski. We are right on the water. It is a beautiful day here on Insider Travel Report. This is an interesting time to be here, as I was saying, because this was a Ritz-Carlton for a long time. And it has its loyal guests, and they're here now, and I'm talking to them, and they're like, wow, this Kempinski, it's working out. I'm not, it's everything I wanted and more. Let's talk about that.
Well, obviously, this property was a Ritz-Carlton for many, many years, 29 years. And when we took over, as you said, people were like, okay, they were not quite sure about what Kempinski was. And they start being curious. And the hotel aficionado really looked at it and looked online to see who we were. And they saw that we were old, 125 years old, and they start looking at our properties within Europe, Africa, Middle East, and Asia, and they start really looking at saying, well, that's a legitimate hotel company, because obviously we're not in the U.S. continent at this time. So now that we're coming in the Americas, they're looking and really researching us. So it's a good thing for us as well.
But what they're also, they want to make sure they're not getting any less than they were getting before. And one of the other fun things was the fact that, the Kempinski culture is one where if it's don't fix it if it's not broken. And so basically, of all the personnel, it's all the same personnel. You're the only stranger. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct. Actually, 520 colleagues have been here, loyal. We have a seniority of 18 years, and guests are coming back for them because they've been taken care of. It's so heartwarming when you see a guest coming for the 29th year, for example. That's the first time I saw someone coming twice a year, 29 years in a row, and hugging these colleagues. It's really fun. And yes, as you said, we didn't change anything in terms of guest. We elevated our services to even go beyond what the guest is expecting.
What I'm noticing is the Kempinski touches. I mean, flowers everywhere. I don't know if the Ritz-Carlton had flowers everywhere, but you certainly do. And I'm getting ahead, but, and we'll talk about the club lounge and things like that. I mean, there's definite Kempinski touches, so get ready for that. But also, they're singing your praises. I've been talking to the crew here, and they're saying, this is a general manager who, cleans up and picks up, and you do things that they're doing because you get right in there with them, and they respect that, and they really appreciate you.
Well, I mean, you have to walk the talk. If you expect your team to raise the bar for any standards, if you do not show them and show how to do it, they may not look up to you and actually do the job. So yes, I mean that's. But
you're the stranger. It's like, oh, the new boss, but you've done a good job because they are really pleased with you.
Well, thank you. I mean, it's a fun and like you said, the people are super fun, super positive, guest oriented, and how much more fun it is to work with people that want to do it. So that's why I have no problem and to go on the beach and assist them.
Yeah. So now let's do a walking verbal tour of the hotel. You walk in. Let's talk about the public spaces you see right away.
So I mean, you enter in a lobby that has older furniture, but it still has a relaxed atmosphere. We're luxury. Yes, we are the 5-star of Cancun and the iconic building, right? Because it has been here for 30 years. That was the first luxury hotel right here in Cancun. So people need to see and feel that luxury, but we are showing a relaxed atmosphere because we want the guests to want to come. we don't want to scare them. So they're entering this lobby where you have the bellman, the concierge, the front desk agent, really warmly greeting them. Once you go there, and obviously you have plenty of flowers greeting there, but the first view you can do when you're entering the entrance is you straightforward, you see the water, the blue turquoise water, and it's just like, you know that you're coming for fun time, leisure, or if you're in a meeting, still be able to look at the beautiful water.
Well, one thing that struck me as I walked in was that, because I've been in the other hotels, and they're all even so many 5-star hotels, but this one has a certain sophistication, a European layer of sophistication that you feel immediately.
Yeah, well, I mean, Kempinski is European, and what we wanted to do is continue that luxury with this touch of European flair, and always bringing that environment that we're in, like the Mayan culture, because we are in Mexico, we're in Cancun, and we want to marry the European flair, the luxury, and the Mayan heritage. So we are really into ensuring that we blend in the environment.
And nowhere is it better than the atrium that's between all the floors. Talk about that.
Yes. Well, I mean, the atrium is a beautiful piece of environment, place. I mean, everybody takes picture of this totem, and the totem is a beautiful piece of art, because it is the Molinas, the owners of the hotel. That's Mr. Molina's life. It has everything on this totem that shows what his life was, how it started, and how it is going.
It tells the story.
It's just beautiful. And then with all those vines coming down, it really, that you're in the tropics, in the Caribbean. You're just in the environment of green. So
it was overcoming. I had to touch it. Like, is this real? Yeah, and it was. Yeah.
It is real. It is. It's going down from the 9th floor all the way down to the 4th floor. So it's very tough to maintain it, but we do a pretty good job.
So public space is continuing. We come in. There's the. I guess if you keep going straight, you end up on the patio.
Right. So you're going to the D Lounge, which is our lobby lounge that serves awesome food and cocktail, of course, and you have a terrace where it overlook the pools and the water.
The D Lounge does more than just serve drinks; it's also food, right?
Yeah, food, sushi, and some small touches, some small fare of the Mexican heritage.
All right, so as we come out of D Lounge, we got the big patio.
That's correct. Yes, you have that beautiful patio terrace that overlook our 2 pools. We have a bigger pool and a smaller pool. So usually adults are staying on the smaller pool and the families are on the big pool. And then after you come downstairs and you have this beautiful white sand beach. We have 400 meters of beaches, beautifully clean every single day, rake every day with palapas, we call this. They are basically cabanas, but a little bit bigger. And then afterwards have smaller cabanas, which is 2 seats cabanas, and then after the lounge chairs. And it's serviced. We are the only hotel that serve food, drink right to your chairs.
Well, let's talk about that a little bit, because you and I enjoyed a meal outside at sunset. Talk about that.
Well, I mean, that's casitas. So there's one way to dine with either your loved ones, with friends, with big parties, with groups. That's the casita. So that's in these palapas, and you can. It's a beautiful set because you're right on the beach, and you have the waves making this beautiful noise. A little bit of wind, and you're all set.
It was like Fantasyland. So that is a place where so let's start talking about the F&B. So as you head back in, then there's a restaurant on the patio.
Yes. So there's a restaurant on the patio that's called also Casitas at Night, because we are talking about the Palapas, and then El Caribe, which is the Caribbean, in the daytime, has flair always we still keep this nice flair of Mexican with the beautiful ceviche, with the tacos. It's really refreshing. You're outside, you hear the noise of the waves. You look at the sun during the day, the stars at night. It's just magnificent.
The stars and the planets. Your staff was showing me with little beams of light what I was looking at. So I got a little lesson.
Yeah, they're very good at this, and this is what creates actually the environment, the warmth of our team. Our colleagues are really involved in the whole experience of our guests, and these little things, these little touches that you experience, this is why people are coming back. This is because we are really warmly and genuinely taking care of our guests.
Let's talk about more eating. Where else do we go?
Well, I mean, we can go up to our club lounge, which is on the 8th floor. It's for selected guests. You go upstairs, and you have regular room, and all the suites comes with club lounge.
Well, let's say this: you have to be suite or higher, right?
That's correct.
On the 8th floor or suite. And what I'm saying is, if you want us to go to the restaurant, you're doing the wrong thing, because this place has food all day long.
Yeah, I mean, we have 5 food presentation, which starts in the morning with breakfast, obviously, with a chef doing your eggs to your order, whatever you want. And then we have 3 or 4, again, Mexican eggs dishes that you can order, and it's done right in front of you. We have waffles, we have pancakes made also to order. So it's really, everything is fresh. And then after that, you have snacks for lunch with sandwiches, salads, guacamole. Fantastic guacamole, by the way. If you didn't try it, you should try it. People love it. And then after that, we have the afternoon tea, which is a little bit more sophisticated in terms of, okay, it's a little bit of European flair, where guests can come, have their tea, have their coffee, and enjoy this. After that, we have I would say, hors d'oeuvres cocktail, which we have a mixologist right there doing your favorite anytime you want. So he's phenomenal. He crafts those cocktails, but I mean, exceptionally. I mean, people just love just to stay there, just have a sip of whatever cocktail he's featuring or their favorite. And then we have obviously a beautiful display of food, hot and cold. You can use it as a snack, and then after go to one of our restaurants, or you can just have a full dinner, if you will, too. Yeah. And then next at the end, we have chocolates and cordials, which is basically homemade chocolates with some candies, and then cordials. But
also, let's not forget one of the great coffee machines with about 20 varieties that it'll make automatically, and a bar with the liqueurs that I might want to put in my coffees. The bottles are right there. I noticed, and I was like, wow, there's no one helping me and pouring and limiting me. It's all there.
It's the extended. I feel like it's the
home. I feel like
extended of your living room. Right, you're staying at in your room, and if you want, just sit down. We have through the night, we have coffee available, we have tea available, we have hot milk available, we have cookies available. I mean, you can.
And I got a lesson on local candies.
Yes.
There was a legend, and I stood there. I'm reading about the candy I'm about to eat.
That's right. I mean, and we have candies for at night as well. It's the display all day long. Mm-hmm. But yes, so you can really in the middle of the night, if you just want to read your book, you just go and lounge on one of your couches with your favorite book, with a coffee and something to bite on. So it's really the extension of your room.
But that's the club lounge. And now there's still a restaurant left, isn't there?
There's a couple of restaurants.
Let's keep going.
Yeah, there's a couple of restaurants. Well, our breakfast and lunch restaurant that we call this the all day dining, or it's called Café El Mexicano, serves a phenomenal breakfast with everything you need. Eggs are done also to order. We have an egg station, we have a waffle station, and also the favorite pancake station. And we added, actually, since we came, we added Mexican station where the chef is doing live your favorite tacos, your quesadilla. It's just fantastic. It's fantastic. We have the bread, the sourdough bread from Kempinski, and also our chocolate spread that is familiar to our hotel. Everybody does their own chocolate spread, but it's a lot of people, when we came up with this, we're like really impressed that we're doing our chocolate bread spread, and we're not bringing chocolate spread from supermarket. Right. So that's one of the touches of Kempinski.
Okay. More restaurants. Keep going.
More restaurants. Yes. So then after we have our 2 5-diamond AAA restaurant, the grill, the Club Grill, and Fantino. The Club Grill is more a steak grill, grilled seafood, steakhouse, basically, right? Where the service is just impeccable. That's the reason why they're 5-diamond. You go there and you just like amazed how precise and detailed this team is. And then Fantino is more Mediterranean, and the menus are changing every season on both of them, by the way. But Fantino is having a couple touches of Mexican flair within the Mediterranean. I will not call this a fusion, but it's kind of reminding the guests we're still in Mexico. So it's very, very nicely done, and the culinary team is just fantastic.
Wow, so many places, and then I feel like the club lounge is so good it's robbing people from the restaurants.
It is actually, but obviously our team is definitely loving is very proud of the 5-diamond award restaurant. So that's why they definitely send it to the people.
And is the room service its own kitchen, or can you actually get from the restaurants?
So room service is its own kitchen. They cook 24/7, and I tried it a couple times, and it's always perfect, nicely hot or nicely cold, depending on what you're ordering. Right. But they definitely have the favorite of the travelers.
Now, right now, we are in the
presidential suite.
Tell us about that, so I can show it.
It's a beautiful it's a beautiful room that oversee, basically on the 9th floor, oversee the whole hotel and the beautiful Caribbean Sea. I mean, this room is for big families, I guess. We have a connector, so you can have the kids in one and the parents in another. But it's really, really nice with a very big living room, dining room. We sometimes do setup and dining for our guests. We have a chef coming and doing the service.
It has a nice kitchen.
Yes, it has a beautiful kitchen, big enough for finishing the dishes. So obviously we pre-prep, and then the chef finishes, and we have a nice Thanksgiving dinner, Christmas dinner, or any kind of other festivities that people want to have.
How many square feet is this? Make something up.
No. No, it's around 1,200. Okay. Yes, it's around 1,200 square feet.
Okay. Let's work our way down. What other classes do you have?
So then after we have the suites, right? The ocean front suite, ocean view suite, basically every single room. We have 363 rooms. They all look at the water. So that's the beauty of this building. I mean, the owner was super smart to have every single room looking at this beautiful Caribbean Sea. But the front rooms are obviously the most popular because they're really close to the ocean. So we have suites with the front view and regular room with the front view. It's either king or two beds. Then after we have the sea view, and these are also categorized with king, 2 beds, and suites.
So now let's talk about the in-room amenities. I mean, I got my slippers and my bathrobe, the Kempinski touch there. But then also in the bathroom, there are all these soaps and things. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, so actually, once we are prior of the 15th of December, we'll have our Kempinski amenities, which are Ferragamo amenities. They're very nice and they smell good, and everybody really love it. And that's another European touch that we're doing, and it's really nice. We have all the other amenities for the distinguished traveler that expect this from a luxury traveler.
What other amenities do you have in the room?
Well, we have a coffee and espresso machine that is in each room, where what is the best to have an espresso right in the morning before you do anything, right? And overlooking the Caribbean Sea, it is the best.
Yeah,
it is
right out on the porch with it.
Exactly. And every room have a balcony, right. A small one or a big one, but you can stand on every single balcony that we have. And then we have also a turn down. We have the turn down amenity, and we are actually now having a chocolate that is from Cancun. And we are going to feature this, again, staying local. So we are going to feature this very, very soon. We're just getting this coming. So I'm sure guests will discover a new taste of Mexico.
And do you have a gym?
Yes, we do. Beautiful gym on the pool level with 2 locker rooms with steam and sauna, as well as state-of-the-art machines, plenty of cardio, plenty of weights. So it's a beautiful place. And then also we have a small yoga studio where we give personal lessons in the morning.
I'm sure you have juices and other things.
Juices are available as well. Yes, definitely.
That's the Kempinski thing.
Yes, definitely.
We are right on the beach. Let's talk about the neighborhood. So if someone comes here and they want to venture out, what are you close to?
So we're very close to a couple malls, a couple restaurants. This area has a lot of restaurants that are very good and do compete with us. We have a great mall. There is a little bit further down where people love to walk. We have an aquarium very close by. So people just walk and just adventure within a walking distance. Yeah, so that's usually what people do. We have a lot of aquatic sports that can be. We have parasailing. We have other water sports that you can do around here.
The hotel offers it, or you're saying nearby?
No, people can nearby can rent it and ask us to take care of that.
Right. So the travel advisors are watching it, and so who's the right guest? Who's the guest that this is built for?
Well, I mean, the guest that would like to have a very nice environment, a luxurious environment, but with a relaxed atmosphere.
Right.
And I think that's what we are delivering at this time. We are going to, again, elevate some of the services we have that are not ready yet, but that we are going to do, like, for example, the club service on the beach, the club service at the pool, where the guest doesn't even need to move. We have our concierge or lady in red coming down and going to see them and see what they need, or just deliver them the food that we are serving on club.
If travel advisors want to get more information, where can they go?
They can go to Kempinski.com and they will just select Cancun. Okay. Or they can send me an email, and we'll be more than happy to help them at aref, AREF, .sayegh, SAYEGH, at Kempinski.com.
I want to thank you for sharing this new home of yours. Congratulations on getting it into shape, and I hope you do real well.
Thank you very much, and thank you for anybody that will come and enjoy this beautiful paradise.
And this is Alan Fine for Insider Travel Report.